Happy Thursday morning, everybody. Still down here in beautiful Cabo Wobble, baby. There's Lisa.
Hey.
There's downtown. Yep. I said, what are you doing, Lisa? She said, I'm getting our bowling team ready for when I get back home. I said, okay. So they also call this what? Cabo Baja, like when you look on the map. So that brings up a good point. Cabo Baja. Did you know the Baja 1000 are in these parts? So from California down here, that's where the Baja 1000 is. Do they do more racing? I don't know. But that's one of those, did you know? Get on your Googler right now, Google Baja 1000. You'll see it's just right. It starts or ends and changes every year. Just above Cabo right here. Okay. I talked to Ricky Stenhouse yesterday, and it was a great talk. I said, Ricky, did Carson Hocevar call you? And he said he sure did. I said, well, I'm going to do coffee with Kenny tomorrow, which is now, and I want to de-bullshit it all. He said, all right. I said, what did Carson say to you? He said, Carson said he'd come down that back straightaway and thought he could get underneath Ricky cleanly and misjudged and ran right into Ricky Stenhouse. So that's what Ricky said. Now I didn't say, hey Ricky, are you still going to wreck him? That's something we can all gamble on. I'm going to say he's not going to wreck him. And here's why. This is the did you know part. So, when you want to find things out in life, sometimes there's way more to the story than you think there is. Looky there. No, come on in. Coffee with Kenny this morning. Look at him. Anytime he's got that towel on, it means that he's been working out, stretching. Okay, so you say to yourself, why is Ricky Stenhouse not going to wreck Carson? I'm thinking he's not going to. That's just my guess. He still could. But did you know the owner of this race team, the owner of Spire, Jeff Dickerson. Jeff Dickerson texted me last year about how much I love my dirt racing. Jeff Dickerson, who owns Spire, ran midgets. Was an open wheel racer. I don't know much about it, but Jeff is very nice to me. I found him very pleasant. He just started texting me, and I did a nice little Kenny conversation, or I did a coffee with Kenny, and Jeff just said, hey man, that was really nice of you. I just talked about how Spire years ago, 3 years ago when Spire was nothing, or maybe 2 years ago, I said, watch, that team's going to be somebody. And I was right. Here they are. So Jeff Dickerson runs Spire, and he used to be a race car driver. Here's the Paul Harvey moment. Ricky Stenhouse would still be in Mississippi if it weren't for Jeff Dickerson. Basically, Jeff Dickerson went and got Ricky Stenhouse out of Mississippi and said, come on, and let's go NASCAR. Now, I'm sure there's more to the story than that, but that's just my version. When you listen to Jeff Dickerson on, Dale Jr.'s show on Monday or Tuesday, they asked Jeff Dickerson, what did you think when Carson, your driver, ran in and wrecked Ricky Stenhouse? Jeff Dickerson said, why did you do that, Carson? You didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that. The tough part is you got the mob over here going, you don't need to apologize. You're the new Dale Sr. Carson Hocevar, you can be the new Dale Sr. You wreck everybody. Make everybody afraid of you like Dale Sr. did. The f are some of you thinking? That's like going, hey, You can climb walls. You're the new Spider-Man. You're Spider-Man. Now, I appreciate my friend Dale Jr. saying, hey, you know, Dad roughed people up. And Harry, got her banana. Bananas are good. So I appreciate y'all reminiscing and thinking Carson can beat Dale Sr., but there's a little bit more to the psychology of that. Dale Sr. came in young and wrecked everybody up, pissed off everybody. But here's the problem. There was about 4 drivers back then. You had, you know, Richard Petty and Cale and Daryl, and that was about it. Now, I'm not going to say respond right here because I know what I'm talking about. When Dale Earnhardt Sr. started in NASCAR, there wasn't but about 3-4 drivers that could win on every week. And the rest were racing for a living. You know, Buddy Arrington, Jimmy Means. These guys were racing NASCAR for a living. They didn't want no part of that running up front because that meant they had to run their motor too hard. That meant they had to put tires on. So back then when Dale Sr. was roughing those guys up, there was 3 or 4 of them, and that was it. Nowadays, we got like 15 different winners. So they're going to come after you, like a whole damn bunch of them. And you see it play out all the time. If you don't think one of these guys is wreck you, if you don't think one of these guys is going to come back and wreck you and they're going to get you, look no further than Matt Kenseth and Joey Logano. I mean, you see it play out all the time. It's eye for eye nowadays. There's no f***ing around. You know, it's just... Now, I don't think these guys nowadays, you know, I don't think you can emulate the old days. Now, Earnhardt was a badass, no doubt. Had them gargoyle sunglasses on, had that mustache, dropped the rag. I mean, he was a character. He was a legend. And there's never going to be another Dale Sr. So let me get to the end here. The reason that I don't think Ricky Stenhouse is going to wreck Carson is because Jeff Dickerson, the owner of Spire, most likely, Jeff Dickerson, the owner of Spire, most likely called his driver and said, listen, I own these race cars, and these son of a bitches are $500,000 each. And right now, Ricky's going to wreck your ass, and you're going to be okay with it, but I'm not, because I'm going to have to fix it. And fixing these cars is no joke now. So while you two create your pissing match, you're going to cost me $500,000 because you're going to be cool. Oh, look at me, I'm cool. Because I didn't apologize. I'm thinking Jeff Dickerson said, get your ass on that phone and call Ricky. To put out this damn, you know, hey, it's good for all of us. Oh, yeah, look at them wreck each other. Yeah, right there, dumb as shit. In the meanwhile, we like all the wrecking going on. The car owner's spending like $200,000 when you wreck into the wall because it's a rear clip, it's a front clip. If it's a front clip, it's motor parts, and it's a shit show. So that's, in the end, that's why I think. Now you do respond right here. Let's take a bet on it. Will Ricky Stenhouse, even though him and Jeff Dickerson are really good friends, will Ricky wreck one of his best friend's cars? We'll see, won't we? I told you my take. Have a great day, everybody.